And that is, because you get paid in USDL, and when you sell, it doesn't affect the price of legacy, there can only be buy pressure for the legacy token. That is huge. Hello everyone, and welcome to Providing Clarity, where I try my best to provide some clarity in the crypto space, unlike the SEC. And today, we're going to be going over the Legacy Network. Now, this channel is going to be primarily focused on Legacy, so if you want to get all the latest information, don't forget to subscribe, where you can check out all my later videos, where I go into the small bits and pieces that Legacy has to offer in greater detail. So in today's video, we're going to be going over what is Legacy Network, why is it different and important, the tokenomics, partnerships, and the next steps moving forward for this project. Now, I'm going to try my best to make this video somewhat short. I want to make sure I'm not overloading people with information because I believe it's best to learn in small chunks. So let's get started. What is the Legacy Network? So Legacy is a layer 1 blockchain. So what does that mean? So for those of you who don't know, it's exactly what it sounds like. A layer 1 blockchain is like the bedrock for crypto projects like Ethereum. Most of the crypto space is built on Ethereum, as we all know, with these horrible fees. So Legacy aims to be a better version of Ethereum in pretty much every way. Legacy is actually a fork of Tron, which is a fork of Ethereum, but Legacy added their own twists to provide an immense value proposition. And part of that value proposition is solving the scalability trilemma. So I'm going to be referencing an infographic I made, but in terms of scalability, the Legacy Network has 10,000 transactions per second. So that's pretty incredible if you think about it. Let's say you're the millionth person in line for a transaction, and they have 10,000 transactions per second. Well, you'd only have to wait less than 2 minutes to be able to have your transaction go through. That's pretty significant. Now, projects are not all about transactions per second, but in terms of speed and scalability, that's pretty good. Decentralization. So Legacy aims to be the #1 most decentralized blockchain in the world. They've reduced their supply by 79 billion tokens in efforts to make Legacy both sustainable and more decentralized. And that being said, Legacy has been one of the most welcoming communities that I have ever been in. So it is definitely community focused and fits the theme of decentralization. And in terms of security, the team has been working tirelessly, stress testing the network over and over again to provide the best network possible without any failures. I'm not sure if you guys heard about what happened with Solana, but it shut down because of too many transactions on the network. Now, why is it different and important? So a lot of the other layer 1s have a specific theme. And although Legacy Network just aims to be one of the best blockchains out there, being able to build on it without limitations, I think one of the best things about Legacy is that it's so fluid and doesn't have one particular theme. Anybody and everybody can use Legacy for anything, and it will always be a positive experience in every way. So going briefly into the tokenomics, the Legacy Network has 2 tokens, the initial token Legacy and its own stablecoin USDL. Legacy is the main utility and governance token of the network. And the cool part about Legacy is that it has its own blockchain and its own token standard called LRC20, just like Ethereum's ERC20. So Legacy itself has many use cases, but also their own stablecoin USDL does as well. USDL is incredibly impressive. The way they have strategically set up USDL's functions, in my opinion, has really set this network apart from many others. I'll make sure to go more in depth about USDL in a later video. But basically, USDL is the gas token for the network, as well as what people get rewarded for staking Legacy. That is truly incredible. If you stake Legacy and you receive USDL, in order to redeem your rewards, you would sell USDL, which does not impact the price of Legacy, unlike most staking where you receive the same token you staked, and if you sell it, it can harm the price. That one detail in and of itself is a great reason to hold Legacy and to stake it. And a little cheat code is you can use your USDL to buy more Legacy, meaning you can make an infinite loop of money, getting paid in USDL, buying Legacy, staking that Legacy, growing your bag, and receiving more at the end in an infinite cycle. Right now we're waiting on Legacy's mainnet to launch, and once that happens, we'll be able to stake and take advantage of up to 28% APY. 33% of the total supply that the team had that had the voting power and control over the network was burned in May. And this part is really awesome, so I'm going to read it verbatim. 33% of tokens will be staked permanently to fuel sustainable ecosystem growth, providing the governing bodies with a perpetual fund supplying a revenue stream of USDL to support the future ecosystem development and projects onboarding forever. Oop, missed that. Forever. And that is one of my favorite parts about Legacy. They're so selfless, they've taken out 33% of their entire supply just to fund developers that want to build on their platform and to fuel future ecosystem growth. That just goes to show that they don't care about their own pockets, they care about the network growing and being something sustainable for the future. So if you're a developer, make sure you build on Legacy so you can be funded and supported the way you should be. And one more thing I want to touch on USDL. RSR GOAT, or @GOATRSR, had an amazing viewpoint on how USDL works. And that is, because you get paid in USDL, and when you sell, it doesn't affect the price of Legacy, there can only be buy pressure for the Legacy token. That is huge. Now moving on to number 4, partnerships. They actually have so many partnerships. It was kind of a struggle to get them all in one place, but I think I've done it. So I'll be going over all of these, and just to let you know, this is not the full list. Since I've made this, they've made so many other new partnerships, it's ridiculous. So first we have Travala. You can buy your vacation with Legacy. If that's not the definition of a utility token, I don't know what is. This one's really cool. Legacy has partnered with XDC. XDC is an incredible token that's involved in trade finance, which I know is worth a lot. So XDC wanting to partner with Legacy really goes to show you how legit Legacy is. So part of the partnership is with Pendulum Finance, which is a DeFi yield farming platform. They have a really cool website. So when mainnet goes live, they'll be utilizing the Myriad DEX. This will be for liquidity pools and bring yield farming through Pendulum Finance. And speaking of DeFi and yield farming, Legacy has also partnered with Flare Finance. This is huge. Flare is going to be an incredible project. And although Flare Finance is not Flare, they've gained lots of attention. And I'm fully confident in Flare Finance's abilities to provide a great product. So even they can see the potential of Legacy. And I know all of us are really excited for this partnership. They've also partnered with Ferrum Network, an incubation project that rewarded people for supporting Legacy really early on in its infancy. We have World, an NFT marketplace where tons of NFTs can be bought and sold. There's Unido. So they're using Unido for the secure multi-signature wallet, and the pairing is to accommodate an incoming wave of institutional investors who are resorting to blockchain and cryptocurrencies to run away from inflation. So they also see the value in the Legacy network. They've collaborated with Chainlink for reliable price feeds. They've also partnered with Paid to make smart contract agreements available for developers building on the platform's upcoming Supernova mainnet. So smart agreements technology will be important here. This is one I just found out about today. Now Payments is associated with Travala, so just again more adoption here. There's a casino with no KYC called Domo Kun Sino. You can use their casino with complete anonymity and security. An NFT project is being built on Legacy called Lazy Monsters. Look out for that soon. Legacy just got listed on BitTrue, one of the top 15 crypto exchanges in the world. They've partnered with Globiance, which is also new and making some shockwaves in the space. Legacy is listed on StealthX, and there's probably a couple more that I've missed. So, lastly, number 5, what are the next steps moving forward? The next steps are a wallet release when staking happens, the Myriad DEX decentralized exchange, a Legacy launchpad where you can invest in early projects that are being built on Legacy, yield farming with Pendulum and Flare Finance, dApps, more exchange listings, and LRC20 DEX integrations. So all in all, Legacy is an amazing project that I really think you guys should check out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to check out all my later videos where I go a lot more in depth on all the little things that make Legacy what it is. Please comment down below if you have any feedback or you want to see certain topics being covered. I would appreciate any comments and any suggestions. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.